After our quick intermission, we have 8, so now we're back on the videos. I basically want to talk about nothing stupid, boy. What you thought this was? You thought this was a TED talk? All right, let me start. Um, I want to see how I can handle adversity. Because right now everything's pretty positive, but I feel like there will be a moment where the internet is not on my side, and I'm okay with that. I'm okay with being the villain, at the moment. But I know I'm gonna get, positivity because that's all I'm talking about. I'm just talking about bettering yourself. But there will be an individual that will make a hate train about he's faking it or he's doing it for the wrong reasons or I just don't like him. So I want to see how can I really face adversity, How can I face the hate? How will I be ready for it? So as I'm doing that, I will study more about the hate. But anything else? Not really, We just ate steak strips, rice, and broccoli and cheese. Excuse me, my fault. That was disgusting. But yeah, we lost a lot of muscle mass. I lost my 8 pack, the muscles. My football body's pretty going. Let me see. Hold up. Let me see again. Hold up. Let me take the hoodie off. Yeah, we lost everything. It's just the lighting that makes me look pretty big, but I'm not. Pretty frail actually. But let me see. Yeah, hold up. This is rated R. But we're gonna get back on our stuff. We're gonna get back on the working out. I tend to don't show my body a lot, mainly because I'm not insecure, but I don't want to put my body on the internet like that. Not if it's on my personal account. I don't really know you, because it's kind of weird to do that, But we all have our own. But yeah, we're gonna get back on our stuff. But we're pretty small right now, But it's okay, because we have better things than working. But we still want to work on our appearance, but we have a better thing to focus, and that is changing the world in a positive manner, which it can stay like that. I know it won't be permanent, but it will be good enough for me to leave America, and probably go to a secluded island somewhere, because everywhere, most of my, if you really rock with me on a mindset level, which nobody will know, they only know what I tell you or what I portray. But if you really understand me, what I really want to do is get rich and disappear. But I got a plan first, I gotta do what is necessary to do that, and I want to change that, with the music and all. So once I disappear, you can look at my art for millennials and still be like, he was one of the greatest minds ever to be born. Like that. You might not know what I'm thinking 24/7, right? But I give it to you a digestible bite so you can understand me, so I don't look crazy. But after I get on the top, I'm authentic now, but I'm gonna be truly authentic once I get on the top, and I will just be saying cryptic messages, doing all my art. And if it don't correlate and if you don't understand it, so be it. Cause I tried my hardest, you know. But I will break it down as much as I can, cause I'm a small creator, and I don't want to be conceited or arrogant about what I got. Cause I'm no better than you. We're all equal. Equality is a facade, but I'm trying to make that real. Um, it's a beautiful thing in the world to understand that we all have different ideologies and ways to think. And I know I spew always perspective and perception, but you truly don't know until you're inside their shoes. I feel like I'm creating my own aesthetic, and I can feel that. I feel it. I feel like I'm creating my own type of vibe in the world. You know, I won't be put in the category of indie or chill, or I'm making my own, multi-diverse. And with that saying, I truly think that I'm ready for the next. Nah, you thought I was going to say ready for the next step, ready for the next notch of my intelligence, because I have pseudo intelligence. Well, basically it's fake. I just do studies. Because it's more than just IQ. There's AQ. There's intelligence. There's emotional, logical, social. And I feel like some narcissists think they have it all. And maybe they do, to some degree. I have met a narcissist. I was a narcissist myself, probably still am. But I met one in school. But I feel like he knew it all. He tried to portray this pseudo intelligence that he truly didn't have. You know, he'll make things up that sounds correct, but once you fact check, you know, it's not really there. But I don't, you know, you gotta get over it. You can't hold hatred in your heart for somebody, but you can distance yourself from them knowing they are so-called poison. Now you can use that poison to become immune to it bit by bit, but at the point where you become immune to it, you don't want it no more. You know, it's like staying until you hate that person to its fullest degree. With passion, bro. I swear you're gonna see me everywhere. I promise you. My face will be known. I will be everywhere. If it's not music or art, it will be here. Understand that I will be next. But everybody says that though. You know, everybody says they're gonna be next big thing I'm gonna do. And then you go look on their page, they ain't got nothing up. They ain't grinding. Some people are lucky. Some people grind for it. I'm gonna be both. I'm gonna be lucky and grind for it. You know, I won't make generic music. I'll make something that's, you know, indifferent. Something that causes or invokes emotion to the point where you will not only cry but get angry, you know, feel joy, feel sporadic when the music is played. But I might start on soul music first, you know, cause I don't want to start on rapping and then go to singing. I might go to singing and then rapping. Cause I don't want no kids bop bad music, you know what I'm saying? You know, I don't want no kids bop bad music, but I'll make some PG music that's not so-called PG, you know, for everybody. It's just for everybody, you know, all inclusive. No matter who you are, what you are, you know, I'm gonna treat you the same. And then if you rock with me and you just want to chill and watch TV all day, you just want to watch me, you don't really want to contribute, that's fine. I rock with the people that's nonchalant, you know, that just cool, that's chill, that like to watch me, you know. I'm just cool with it. That's not trying to force it. I appreciate that. If you just want to watch and chill, you know, just sub up, like it. You ain't gotta comment. Just enjoy the show. You know, as I said, we're all entertainment to some degree. You know, when I looked in the athletic aspect of my sports, I always thought, oh, we're just entertainment at the end of the day. But this feeds our family. Though, this can feed our families. Can put us to the next step. So, not only I didn't think it was slavery. I just thought it's like the gladiators were just entertainment until we're, you know, thrown away past the side once we retired. But even with that introspective, you know, view of it, I still love the game. I still loved it. But I'm proud that I chose this instead because I know even though it might take longer, I will be known. The attention will be there. You just gotta wait on it. And I'm not gonna wait. Just don't rush it. It might be different paths for everything, but you'll still have the same view at the top of the peak. But that you can say different, you can say otherwise when it comes to things. If we're all doing the same thing, the outcome would be the same, which is not. Change is inevitable, you know. Don't let it, don't let everything impact you in a negative way. You know, I didn't leave or let death control the way I saw the world. I see the world as a cruel but also a beautiful light that can be shown. I see the aspect of the world maybe because I have not been explored the world in its truest form, but only gain knowledge by dreaming. You know, is it weird that I think I gain knowledge by, you know, this? I don't sleep. You know, insomnia is still bad, but when I do, I get these so-called dreams or visions that I never seen before. And then when I say it, I be like, this doesn't sound right, but I look it up, it's correct. I don't know. Maybe I had the knowledge prior in my subconsciousness and I just didn't know, you know. And I always felt like I know I'm a D1 dumbass, but I guess the way I portray myself, I can give off I know a little bit of something. My wisdom holds no power since I have no control of the masses. As we be indoctrinated by our phones, technology, and the government, we tend to see that everything is a conspiracy, you know, or he's just a crazy man talking. So as you talk calm and you articulate yourself in a way that is understandable for the multitude of people, maybe you won't be seen as crazy. Maybe I won't be seen as crazy. Don't let them get under your skin, because once you get under your skin, they tarnish your word. I had a dispute with one of my so-called closest friends, but you know, it'll fade over time. It will fade over time. If it doesn't, then who knows? Maybe to you, you know. I appreciate it. Oh, I was, you know, I always respond to comments. I always like them, you know, to my best ability. But I think somebody asked the financial aspect of how I do, or how it works on here. I'm not really looking for any bread for this yet, you know. Maybe I can get some income later on. But I'm pretty sure we need like well, 500 to 1,000 subscribers and like a lot of views just to start. But I kind of, yeah, I want, you know, I would like some bread off this, you know, make it like a little self-employed type of entrepreneur type of shit. But when it comes to that, ads start to get played, you know, my videos start to get interrupted. I don't want, you know, because then you have to pay for the YouTube Premium to watch my videos, and I wouldn't appreciate that. I feel like the bigger you get, the more you know, things constrict you or, you know, hamper you from not getting to the next step. So I feel like once I get, you know, monetized, right, I think they start playing the ads, and I gotta like take them off manually, and I'll do that to my best ability if I get that big on YouTube, you know. This might be corny to say, but I might start the music on SoundCloud, but I don't want to be listed as a SoundCloud rapper. I might put it on Spotify, SoundCloud, iHeartRadio. Shit, I don't think that nobody listens to that shit. I'm an old head when it comes to music like that. I don't think nobody listens to iHeartRadio. Y'all boy list off some music streaming services that y'all like, and can y'all help me? Well, not y'all, but can you help me find a social media platform that's not used by that many people? Not like Lemon or nothing like that, but a platform that is not used by that many people that we can have as our own, you know, for the so-called Solitude Squad. We're gonna find a better name. I promise you, we're gonna find a better name. If not, y'all won't have a name, and you might have to suck it. Cause Solitude Squad or SQ, wait. Solitude Squad, SS don't sound right. Or Solitude Crew, SC don't sound right, you know. But we'll let it marinate, you know. And one thing I always want to tell you, don't mean we go to a disagreement, you know, we still can't be friends, you know. If you disagree with me, we still can be colleagues, we still can be those people, you know. Yeah, keep it simple. The passion is always there when it comes to loved ones, even in human. At the end of the day, you know, the most simplest metaphor or so-called quote that I use, not that much, but we all bleed the same, right? You know, it might be different, positive or negative, or negative, you know what I'm saying? But we all bleed the same color, you know. With every defect in the world, we still all bleed the same, you know. We all got a brain, if it's defective or not, you know. I know my brain is defective. I try my hardest not to talk to the voices so I don't look crazy, you know. In their head to tell you you're not gonna make it. You know, you gotta backtrack on every step. But just know, like, it will get there. On my other video, it was not a late night story time. So I think, you know, I'm gonna make it a series, but that other one wasn't a story time. But I put like I put procrastination. I'm pretty sure that was the title. For this one, I don't know. It won't be a late night story time. We was slacking on the videos, so, you know, we gotta come and evolve to the next step and figure out how to make more videos. So, you know, you always gotta put out, you know. This is not a rebranding. This is something I always was, but just trying to hide it, you know. But my words will hold power one day. I will be bigger than anybody. I swear. The people that I used to know, their biggest accomplishment will be knowing me. Be like, oh, I used to talk to him, or we used to date or something. That would be their biggest accomplishment, knowing me when I wasn't up. You know? But I won't be conceited. I will stay humble. Not because I'm scared of being humble, but that's how it always will be. And I don't know, but it was great talking to you once again. Sorry for the short videos, but you know, I had to go. It's getting late, and see you later.